The paper bags, not the plastic, paper bags out in the car
When
in the
did the
wintertime.
plastic come out?
I don't know. I mean, well, I didn't pay
Yeah, a long
attention.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
The paper is nicer because you could recycle it.
Yeah,
But
we
the
have
plastic was
cloth.
stronger.
We
Yep.
have 3 or 4 cloth bags that we just use
I have the
to
same.
transport.
It's
You get more in the bag.
you
Also,
do,
yeah.
and you're helping the environment.
Right, not all that plastic.
Hmm.
But all right, from there you went and worked some more.
Oh,
How many
gosh.
children do you have?
4,
4.
2 boys, 2 girls.
Okay. We had 3 in Florida.
Yeah, and 1 in New York.
No, I said you
Actually,
had 3 when you were in Florida, right?
uh,
Make it 4.
well, actually, I had my daughter in New York,
Okay.
and then when we moved to Florida, I had my other daughter here, and then that marriage didn't work out. Mom was right.
Mom was
And
right.
I was
I hate it when mom's right.
Mom was right. You should listen to your mom. And then I started working at a country club in Palm City at Piper's Landing. And then I met my then husband, Paul, and we had 2 boys. We moved to Wisconsin for 2 years now. Talk about cold, gorgeous country.
Yeah.
He took a job as a head chef there, and we lived in Door County, Wisconsin. It was absolutely quaint, beautiful, freezing cold. Not as much snow as Buffalo, hardly any actually. The 2 years we were there, but gorgeous place. And then we had our son Carl. And I thought I was going to have to deliver with a veterinarian because I'm like, where's the hospital here? We're in the middle of nowhere. We had to drive all the way to Green Bay, which is like an hour drive, but it was absolutely gorgeous. But we spent 2 years there, had our son Carl there. Then we came back to Florida, and I've stayed here ever since. And we had Dylan. So he's now 22. So I don't know where the years go by.
People ask, if they ask me, how long have you been in Florida? I'd say, seems like maybe 10 or 12 years. I came here in 89.
See?
That's like 30 years ago.
And it's changed so much.
30 years. Come on. This is ridiculous.
I know. The time goes by.
Been here this that long?
Well, where did you move to when you came?
Port St. Lucie.
Port St. Lucie. 30 years ago.
We came down here to finish our work experience. I didn't want to retire and go to Flagstaff, Arizona and not know where the grocery store was. Some people just pick a place and I wanted to come down and have some friends and get embedded in the community and then retire.
Okay. So you had friends or family here?
No, I made them.
Oh, okay.
I had in-laws in Stewart.
Gotcha.
And the funny thing is, when we were coming, my in-laws came down about 6 years before we did. And my mother-in-law pulled me aside one day and said, okay, you're coming to Florida. I said, yes. She said, do me a favor. I said, what's that? She said, don't tell anybody you're from New York. I said, why not? She said, because people from New York come down here and they do it just like they did it in New York. In other words, they bring their culture down.
Yes.
And apparently the Floridians want their own culture to be the dominant. I thought that was really cute. So when people ask me where I'm from, I typically tell them I'm from Iowa. Nobody's ever asked me. Ottumwa, Iowa. Why Ottumwa? That's a place should shine in your head from a TV show called MASH.
Oh, MASH.
Radar O'Reilly was from Ottumwa, Iowa.
Oh, wow.
That's why I picked it.
Very good.
I know nothing about Ottumwa. I know it's a real town. That's all I know. I don't want to get nailed. Please don't ask me any questions about Ottumwa, Iowa.
And so you had no one ask you, oh, don't you know the Smiths from
there?
Yeah,
right.
Because I
would have said, let me think about it. Maybe I do. I'm not sure,
What school did they go to? Oh, I didn't go to that one.
Who I made
people, it amazes me. Oh, you're from Buffalo. Do you know so and so and so and so?
Yeah,
and I'm like, no.
And how many people live in Buffalo? You should.
But it is a small world because I know as I age, I start to know the people they're talking about. And we've touched lives somehow, somewhere.
I know. That's amazing.
How
we all connect somehow, somewhere. It's amazing. That's happened to me so many times.
Exactly.
They might say, well, so-and-so. And I say, I know that person. I know that. I know that person.
I do know that person. It's like you feel like you won something. I do know them.
Where's my prize?
I'm
audience, you realize we're crazy, the two of us. Okay, let's catch up now. When did you get into healthcare?
So I was the Culligan lady for 15 years. I loved going out and helping people fix their water problems because here in Florida, unfortunately, our water's not the best quality, full of a lot of chemicals. If you have city water, hard water, that type of thing. So I did that for 15 years. Well, I kind of got bored and I wanted to do something else to help people. And a good friend of mine had said, Mary, I have this opportunity and you're so good with people. And she's like, you should come work with us here in Comfort Keepers. And I said, well, I don't really know much about the healthcare field. I know that my mother had a caregiver in Buffalo because she didn't want to come to Florida. She loved it. She's like, it's too hot down there. I'm like, we have air conditioning.
Right.
But anyway, so she had a caregiver, and to hear her experiences with Brenda, it was just amazing. And I was so grateful for Brenda because I wasn't moving back to New York. My brother lives there. But so Brenda helped me see what it's like on the other side. When you need a caregiver
See,
in your life.
you're the person I would hire.
Oh, thank you.
And let me tell you why. First of all, you've had all these divergent experiences and you still have a positive attitude.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's what I would look for. Because I want somebody to represent something that I feel. And I feel a lot of joy in the things that I do. And I'm probably obnoxiously optimistic and
I
bubbly.
think that's why we gravitate
yeah,
towards
right.
each other.
And, those are the kinds of people I think are the happiest with themselves, maybe not happy in their environment, maybe not happy in a marriage, maybe not happy in their job, but happy with yourself,
Yeah.
because that the old thing says you got to love yourself before you can love others.
Isn't
And that's
that
the
the truth?
hardest job, I think,
Oh, definitely.
because we're super critics of ourselves.
Oh my goodness. I don't even think I liked myself
No.
my first 20 years. I didn't even know who I was.
You're getting there little by little, right? No, again, if I wanted you to represent me, I want you to have the same kind of attitude that I have if I can finally find someone to do that. It
Thank
isn't like
you.
you're just out of school and you got a degree in marketing and I can go out and do this. Well, we have to have a little
The
talk.
book says.
The book says. We have to have a little talk about that.
Yeah. I love people. I love to help people. And I just look for people that are happy and spend time with those people.
Right.
The people that are unhappy, you try to make them smile, but you can't. I try to say something nice, always a compliment. Try to.
And we live in a beautiful place called the Treasure Coast
Oh my
because
goodness.
there's so many people that have our attitudes.
Yep.
And we don't have this, I'm afraid of that person. I'm not going to say hello and I'm not going to smile and I'm not, these kinds of things. I play with people in the grocery store. I love doing this. If I'm moving my cart down and somebody says, excuse me, would you move your cart? I'll say, yeah, give me $1 and I'll do it. And we laugh. I try to trigger people to laugh.
Yeah.
Or some lady's fumbling with her purse trying to get their credit card. I'll say, take your time. That's all right. We can stay here till tomorrow. No problem. And we laugh.
Yeah.
And then once you do that, they start talking to you and they smile.
People are so guarded. It's really sad.
Well, we've learned to not be friendly as much as we can. And we're afraid.
Yeah.
We're afraid. We don't want to talk to some raving maniac or somebody who's going to yell at us.
Don't talk to strangers.
Yeah, right.
Well, now with the social media and everything, nobody is talking to strangers anymore, which is really sad.
Yeah, but again, when you do that, they suddenly come out of the woodwork and they're nice.
Mhm.
They're smiling. They're happy.
Exactly.
We're
all human. We all need to feel love and.
I keep saying this. Years ago, I read an article about endorphins in the brain. Your brain is filled with endorphins. When you laugh, your brain releases some of those endorphins to an owie somewhere. So your shoulder's killing you, and you start laughing. And all of a sudden, just that time you're laughing, your shoulder isn't hurting quite so much. Those endorphins get into those places. So the more you laugh, and they say, laughter is the best medicine. And that's true because your body tends to adjust to those things like that.
Isn't there at our networking group, Nancy, the laughing lady?
Nancy, the laughing lady, yes.
And she has her little laugh that I love that.
Yes. And that little doll that she squeezes and laughs.
And it laughs.
Stuff. Yeah,
How can you not smile?
We have a marketing group up in Vero, which is also called Senior Network. And we have one down here. We just had a meeting at the Cabana, Jensen Dunes.
I'm coming to the next one in
and
there.
Tuesday, next one will be Life Care Center.
Okay.
Port St. Lucie on Jennings Road.
Okay.
And
I'll see you there.
Next Tuesday is the next network meeting in Vero
at the Regency
Park.
Oh, and they have the best breakfast there.
Oh, those omelet stations they set up.
Fabulous.
Oh, God. And you have to tell the guy, don't put so many eggs in there.
Exactly.
It gives you an omelet that's like fills the plate.
It's fabulous though. It's fresh ingredients and food's always good there.
Yeah. They're good. They're good people. And the people who come there are really nice. You get to meet such wonderful people. There was a gal that came. I don't know if you remember if you were there. She had this big piece of plywood, and she had this marble surface on the plywood,
Oh, I don't think I've
but it was
seen that.
cement.
Oh,
She does like a porpoise at a pool, with in cement and color and stuff. It looks real.
wow.
And she brought this sample up, and I had her on the air. We talked about how she does these designs and out of cement, and it looks like she does a floor that looks like a wooden floor, but cement.
That's crazy. I want to see.
Oh my God! Yeah, see,
I wish I saw that show. I'll have to go back and find out.
Well, we didn't have the sample here,
Right.
but we talked about that, and people are doing some great work when you discover what they are. They're good artists. They're
There's
good.
so much talent on the
craftsmen.
Treasure Coast because we have sunshine.
Yeah, yeah, right.
And then
yeah.
after 5, if it's not sunny, we have liquid sunshine.
Yeah, till we get till the sun comes up. Got to do it artificially.
Exactly.
Little wine never hurt anybody,
No,
right?
no.
So how long have you been with Comfort Care?
April will be a
Comfort
year.
Keepers.
Comfort
Yeah, I
Keepers.
did it again. Comfort Keepers.
We're keeping comfort.
All right. Yes.
Keeping
yes,
comfort. Keeping
Keepers.
everyone comfortable. It'll be a year in April, and we are just growing. If anyone's looking we are looking actually for good quality Comfort Keepers on the Treasure Coast, especially in the St. Lucie County area. So if you know anyone that is a kind person, empathetic, would love to help seniors or, other people rehabbing, we are looking for good quality caregivers.
Caregivers.
Yes.
Will go into the home and.
Yes.
All right. Explain what Comfort Keepers is and does. Okay?
So Comfort Keepers is a home health, private duty home health agency. We come in and do all the non-medical things for you to keep you in your home, to avoid having to go into assisted living. And sometimes you have to go to assisted living, and there's some beautiful ones out there.
Mhm.
But if you want to stay in your home and you just need someone to come in and help you with your laundry, your shopping, your meal prep, or bathing,
meal
or toileting
preparation,
care,
right?
we can do all that for you and allow you to stay home, and allow your loved ones to be loved ones, to be a wife, a mother, a husband.
Now, if you have long-term care insurance,
Yep. We take long-term care
that's
insurance.
that's covered.
Exactly.
That's covered.
Exactly. So you don't even have to pay anything out of pocket.
See, people think, well, long-term care insurance is if I get plunked into a nursing home. Well, there are also benefits of home health,
Exactly.
not only for non-medical issues, but also medical issues.
Exactly.
If you have to have a nurse come in,
Yep.
that would be covered under your long-term care policy.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have one, take a look and see what the coverages are, because there's an opportunity there that you're going to miss if you don't know
Yes.
that that's available to you.
And
Right.
if you don't have it, it's a good thing to get. I mean, as we
The
are
older
living
you are,
longer.
the more expensive it is. Though. It's like anything else, like life insurance, the same thing.
Yeah.
If you wait longer, it's costly.
Right. And as happy as we are, Pat, we're going to live till 100 at least.
I'm not
I don't
sure
know.
I want to live to 100.
If we're as happy as we are
maybe
today,
90,
moving.
maybe
Yeah.
90. Who knows? And that's far away yet.
Oh, we're very, very far.
You're a little further than I am. Quite a bit further. So
We're only as young as we feel, or as old as we
So
feel.
what do you have in family here now? Anybody?
Yep, I have my daughter and her family. I have 5 grandchildren.
Oh my God.
The newest, I have
You must have been 6 when you had her.
yes, 6. I have the brand new twin grandbabies. They're 7 months old. They're so stinking
Oh.
cute. I'm so glad she had the twins and not me, because they're a handful. I'm exhausted after working and then come home and spend 2 hours. So spend some time with my daughter. Yeah, they take a lot of energy, but they're just beautiful, beautiful. And my older grandchildren, of course, they're amazing too. Great kids. Very good kids.
You have that many, huh?
Yeah, I was Catholic.
Oh, that's right.
A Catholic family. Now we just believe in God. We can get through all this.
You got over the
Exactly.
you got over the danger time.
Yeah, so I'm blessed. And then I have my son Carl's in school in Tampa at University of South Florida, and he's going for his engineering degree. He's
Wonderful.
almost done. Yeah,
Wonderful.
yep. So he got his smarts probably from dad.
I did
Just
7
kidding.
summers up there.
Really?
I did a rehab program in New York.
Okay.
When it came to Florida, I brought it down here, and it did 7 summer treatment programs up there.
In the Moffat
USF.
area? Oh, USF. Okay.
Yeah, the new campus.
Okay. Yeah, it's huge campus. It's amazing.
Gorgeous up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. And so I love it when I get to go visit him over there, which is not too often because he's so busy between working and going to school. But I'm very proud of him. And then my baby son Dylan, he lives in Winter Haven. And so when I go to Tampa, I like squeeze
Oh,
over to Winter
okay.
Haven, spend some time with him, and then go over there. But he'll be coming to see me next weekend. But he works full time for Sherwin-Williams, and he works all the time. He's just a worker bee.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
It's always nice to have successful children.
Yes, it is. It's like, okay, I did my job well.
Who isn't living at 38 years old still at home with mom and
Yeah,
dad.
they're not allowed. Love you, but I love to love you from afar.
I had a chat with my son when he was ready to go to college. I said, look, anytime, come home and live with dad. No problem. For 3 months at a time.
There you go.
And he looked at me, he said, 3 months at a time. I said, yeah, I figured it'd take you 3 months to get your act together and get out again.
Yeah. Or we're going to make it so
He
unpleasant.
said, but
that you,
none of the other fathers say that. I said, they're all thinking that.
I say what's on my mind.
He never came home for that part of it.
Yeah.
He's a good kid. He's a
That's good.
good kid. For all my shortcomings, he has the best of me.
Now, how many
So,
kids do you have?
one.
Oh, just the one. And
One. He's in DC.
Oh, okay.
He works for the Consumer Financial Protection Agency.
Oh,
They're the ones that go get the money
nice.
from fraud. You remember the Wells Fargo big settlement of
Oh,
450 million?
yes.
That was his agency.
Oh,
They get the money. They find fraud and they fix it.
well, that's good.
In fact, they can even fix individuals. I have a friend who had I've told this story on the air before too. She has a home in New York, and she called her bank down here and said, it's time for the taxes, please pay them. So 3 months later, she got an eviction notice or the foreclosure notice. And she called the bank and said, what happened? She said, we don't know. Wasn't our fault. Well, she called the Consumer Financial Protection Agency and got an agent. This woman explained everything to her, and she said, I'll take care of it. 2 days later, she got a call from the bank, and they apologized. They had reversed a number.
Wow.
Not only did she fix that, but she fixed the mortgage company in New York saying this was an error. You can't punish her for this, blah, blah, blah. And in a matter of days, solved her problem.
That's amazing. And that thing could have ruined her life.
Exactly. Well, so there is an
Yeah.
agency up there that will do
awesome.
that kind of thing.
He's like the Ray Donovan.
yeah. I know.
of the
Wow. Yes, like Donovan, he runs his own show. He doesn't run the show, but he trains these agents and stuff.
That's fabulous. Good job.
What a wonderful. And the other neat thing about that agency, I have to say, is they do not get a budget from Congress.
No.
They're the only, I believe they're the only agency that doesn't. They raise enough money to pay their 2,000 employees, plus they have extra money to give to the government every year.
That's wow.
That's how much they're getting
he
in
needs to start
fraud
running
back.
something more than just
God, every agency in Washington to do that.
Wow, I know.
Yeah,
What a
that's
happy
neat.
place we would
That's
be.
neat. That's neat.
One day.
Yeah.
We don't want to go on that road.
No,
No,
we're
no.
not going to talk about
This is
that.
Valentine's Day. We're going to talk.
This
happy
is every
things.
day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're taking your wife? Oh, it's probably a surprise. I don't want to ask.
At dinner. Yes.
Yeah, that's nice.
Dinner.
That's nice.
Now, your territory, you say, runs from.
So our particular store, which is located in Vero, right there on the corner of 27th Avenue and 20th Street, Highway 60, if they change the names. But we take care of, out of that location, Tradition area, St. Lucie West, and then go into Fort Pierce through Indian River County. Our other sister stores take care of the other areas.
So Paul takes care of most of St. Lucie County.
And
then
the
Martin
eastern
County.
portion. And then Martin and Jupiter, Palm Beach Gardens area.
Okay.
But we do things together. We market together at times, and they
Well-
can just reach out to me. They can call Mary at
times
772.
they hired somebody to do work for both agencies.
Oh yeah, it depends. It all depends
Yeah.
on location.
Right.
Yeah, it's all a territory thing. But if they called me personally, I would be happy to do the work for them and find their comfort keeper.
Mhm.
So, and am I allowed to give my phone number?
Yes.
Oh, good.
That's one of the things you can do.
Yay.
You have to pay me handsomely for it, but that's good.
So you can give me a call at Comfort Keepers. Our office is 772-999-3944.
Again,
772-999-3944.
it's easy.
The
3
999.
9s and 2 3s and 2 4s.
There you go.
That's what I think about that. So one of the attorneys has 333-3333. Boy, you got to memorize that one.
Right. Oh, I'm not allowed to tap. Sorry.
I didn't do
Tap
it.
on the
Mike, it
dial.
wasn't me. It wasn't me. You weren't looking.
Fine. Yep,
It's 'cause
you
you-
win this round.
Because you told me not to, so it was in the back of my
That's right.
mind.
No,
No
yeah.
tapping here. And I'm like, I'm gonna tap.
What's next for Mary?
What's
What a
next?
God,
for
what a
Mary?
good question.
Wow. Just keep smiling, living, and enjoying life, and just be grateful for what I have. Every day I wake up grateful, happy, and look forward to meeting new people and being able to touch their lives in some positive way.
See, that's why you're a find for a job.
Thank you.
Got to have that attitude. And by the way, it is a sincere attitude. I've known Mary. She's Mary. She's not putting on any airs at all, and saying things that she doesn't live by, because you do. You
Yeah.
do.
I can't remember all that stuff. I'm getting older now. I just have to be true and real, because if I said something that wasn't true, well, God knows if I do remember it tomorrow.
I know. And then you'll have pictures taken Tuesday,
Oh.
because Tanner will be there, and she does
Yeah.
all those montages and sends them out and everything.
There's always somebody watching.
But that's been a punishment to me, because I'm getting information from people I've known years and years ago who email me now saying, "What is this with you?" I see these pictures and they're all women. But we don't understand, if we have, let's say we have 70 people yesterday, there probably were 5 guys there, and the rest were women. So who do you take a picture of? I'm not going to take a picture of Joe from, his wife makes the flowers out of dough.
Yeah, that's crazy how they do that.
That's gorgeous stuff.
I know. I'm
Beautiful
like,
stuff.
I wish I could, then I could be on the Shark Tank and make these cool
Yeah.
magnet things. And
That's an art that's being lost. They have 2 children. They're teaching their children how to do this,
that's
because they don't want it to
wonderful.
be lost.
That's wonderful.
I mean, it looks like a real rose,
I know.
A portrait,
I said there's
a
just
face,
it's
and it's out of dough and glue.
when I see dough, I think cookies.
Yeah, right. I don't want to eat that stuff, because there's that poison glue in there and colors, and it's wonderful.
It's beautiful. Very, very talented people.
Or I'm not
We have
going to
great
take a
people in
picture
our
with
group.
Dwayne Levesque with the veterans thing. I don't want him
Yeah.
to stand next to Dwayne and take a picture. Rather have some pretty woman next to me. And
Like
we-
Tanner
Yeah,
and Veronica,
Veronica and
Christine, and
Christine, and- yeah.
we do have really lovely people in our
We do,
networking group,
we do.
and that's what,
And
and it
there-
keeps growing because, you
I just put in, I think out of 70 people, I think I put in 11 or 12 new business cards into my system. The brand new
wonderful.
people that come. Normally we have 10 or 15 down here who are brand new, who come in to that system.
That's wonderful.
And I just went over the 700 mark again by putting
Outstanding.
the email thing. And I did hand out a list this time of where everything is for the rest of the year, because I get phone calls, emails.
Oh, good.
When's the next meeting? What time
So we
is
can
it?
get it in our planner.
Yeah, but when I get 700 sending out like that, and they
Yeah.
don't look at their emails,
Oh,
or if they don't, they say, "Well, I'm not on your list anymore." The system I use,
you're on a different list.
yeah. If you don't answer it or don't open it, at some point they block you.
Right? Because they think it's spam.
But
or-
somebody says, "I didn't get your email," but I can go in and see who got sent the email or who opened the email. I said,
Aha.
"Not only did you get sent to, you opened it." "Oh, I did?" I said, "Yes, because it's showing me right there."
You had to read receipt.
It's neat the way they do that, is to monitor it. And so then
It
I know,
is.
you
So
know,
you
what's
know
going-
that you did your job.
yeah.
So then you can turn it back and say, go back and look in your
But I have the
delete
2
files
lists
or
now.
your
I have that Treasure Coast list. I have the Vero list. And
You're
the
a busy
Vero list
person.
is building too, you know?
Now, how long have you been doing that in Vero?
We're in our 3rd year right now.
Nice.
We did one before, and when the economy tanked, it
Mm,
folded. Excuse me. And I got invited to a cocktail party somewhere in some bar in Vero, and I went up. And there were maybe 12 people there. About 7 of them were former network people. And they all said, "When are we going to start up again?" So I talked to the people of Regency, said, "Sure, we'll host one." And that's how we went back to it.
I'm so glad you did, because I love our group in Vero.
The idea is to meet people that, like we meet Nancy, the laughing lady.
Yeah.
I met the lady with the cement stuff.
Yeah.
There's so many people are doing different, and it's morphing away from healthcare too.
Yes.
It
And
isn't
it's
just healthcare.
exactly. It is. It's very diverse now. There's
Yeah.
realtors, there's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
insurance, there's
Attorneys and
gosh, there's all kinds of walks of life, bankers,
right.
business owners, pest control, everything,
Rudy.
which is, yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
It's almost as diverse as the chamber.
exactly.
Mhm.
Well, I kind of call it chamber on steroids because it's completely different than chamber. That we don't have a talk. We do these things about $5 if your phone goes off.
Yeah.
If you're sitting with somebody from Comfort Keepers,
Keepers.
you got to pay $1 each at
Yeah,
the table.
Danielle, my coworker Danielle, our
I
nurse,
used
she's
to have
like,
people that come 4 or 5 from the same company and had their own little meeting at their table.
yeah, and
So that's why we introduced the buck.
that's smart because you're not going to meet other people if you're sitting with your same group of people.
Exactly. Or if you come and sit with the same person all the time,
Yeah.
I say to them, go sit with somebody else. Go meet somebody.
Yeah. I'll have to do like musical chairs. Move
Well,
around.
this agency that I'm president of, we have a monthly breakfast, or we have a monthly dinner dance or game night or something like that, and they assign tables. And I tell the lady who's making the assignments, give me the brand new ones at my table every week.
Oh, that's
every month.
nice.
So I get to meet them before they come into the club.
That's nice.
So that'll decide whether they come back or not.
Well, and you're such a welcoming person, so you take away the anxiety.
Yeah, and it makes them. A lot of times you get somebody come into a group and they're ignored.
Yeah.
And I think that's the worst thing that we can do.
Oh,
Is
definitely.
ignore somebody, make
And the
them feel
things-
good.
As we get older, I find help reaching out for that person is just easier. It was hard as a child. We all had that
Yeah.
where you feel left out. But
Well, we were told sometimes don't
yeah, don't talk
say
to-
anything, don't
yeah,
talk. Just wait
mhm.
till somebody asks you a question. We're almost out of time,
Oh
Mary.
my goodness, it went by so fast. I truly
know,
enjoyed
that's
this.
what I told
Thank
you before. And
I'm like,
a
oh my goodness, I'm gonna be on the
conversation.
radio. Like a radio person.
Now I will put this on the website.
Okay, perfect.
So give me a chance to copy it in, and it'll be there and sit there for the whole week.
Oh, thank you.
tcremembers.com.
Perfect.
And I'll give you
I
the
hope
card.
maryremembers.com.
Well, remembers
Just
it was
kidding.
good for the Alzheimer's part of what I do. I thought remembers was a good word to put
No,
in
that's
in
awesome.
the title. Anyway, we are just about out of time. And are we not, Michael?
We got 1 minute left.
1 minute left.
Man, what we can talk about?
Okay, what am I going to talk about?
Hmm.
Well, I was born at a very early age.
and
And
look how wise you are now.
look how old I am now. It sort of crept up on me.
Yeah.
I
I think the same thing too. I'm like, wait a minute. I look in the mirror. I go, who's that? Wait a minute. That's
did you notice your day goes by a lot faster than it did when you were a kid? You went out at 9 o'clock to play. Seemed like you were there for 2 days and it was time for lunch.
Yes,
And now, zip.
I know. And Christmas is going to be. It's like,
You know.
please slow
Well,
down.
the more you do, the more involvement you are, the faster the time.
Is
tends
that
to
what
go
it
by.
is?
Yeah, I
Because we
guess.
are very busy in the community.
Yeah, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and all our social events.
I don't do the evening ones. I stay away from those. I get
I do a
tired during
couple-
the daytime. Anyway, we're just out of time, and we will be back next week with another exciting program on the forum.